So, last month, my roommate Alex decided to take up a new hobby. It started innocently enough, with him coming home one day and announcing that he joined a competitive plant naming league. At first, I thought it sounded like the most harmless thing in the world. I mean, how intense could it get to name plants, right? I pictured a group of hipster botanists sitting around in a circle, sipping artisanal herbal tea, and coming up with names like Fernando for ferns or Sir Cactus a lot for cacti. It seemed like a wholesome way for Alex to unwind after work, and I was all for it. Things started to get a little weird when Alex began bringing home plants with increasingly elaborate names. At first, it was amusing. We had a ficus named Leaf Ericson and a succulent dubbed Aloe Black. But then he introduced me to a Venus flytrap he called Sir Chomps-a-Lot, Eater of the Unwary. I chuckled at the name, not thinking much of it. But soon, I noticed that Alex was spending an inordinate amount of time talking to the plants and, more bafflingly, listening intently as if they were talking back. He even started labeling their pots with fancy name tags, complete with first and last names. It was around this time that I began to notice a change in the plants themselves. They seemed demanding. One morning, I found a small stack of papers next to the aloe plant. Upon closer inspection, I realized they were tiny forms requesting social security numbers and tax IDs. I laughed it off as a prank Alex was playing, but the next day, I caught him trying to file taxes for Philodendron J money tree. I confronted him, thinking he'd lost it, but he just shrugged and said, "They have rights too, you know." By now, the situation had escalated to the point where I couldn't tell if Alex was pranking me or if he had genuinely gone off the deep end. The final straw came when I walked into our living room to find him holding a tiny planned meeting, discussing benefits and retirement plans. I couldn't help but burst out laughing and asked, "So, what's next, Alex? Do we have to worry about them unionizing?" He looked at me with a straight face and said, "Well, they've already got a leave of absence policy."